Yes, I think my job is done here, just to acknowledge everybody. I'll acknowledge them as soon as they come, because we're still waiting for other MMCs to come and join us and then to be part and parcel of this event. All right, thank you, madam.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have wasted far too much time and we are all hungry. So we are going to go over to the awards. It is actually for me a very big honor to stand in front of you today and announce the categories that we have got nominations for. It's been a tiring time for the last 2 months getting nominations in. It is the first time that Western Sports Confederation is attending to Women in Sports Awards. We want to thank the Gauteng department for allowing us this opportunity, and we trust that with everything that's happening here today and the acknowledgement that we are giving our women in sports athletes, that they will also recognize the effort that's been going into this hard work and you people as athletes. To each and every athlete, you are the VIP today. It is not your mom or your dad shouting, supporting. It is not your husband standing next to you, supporting you while you are trying to cross a finish line, aiming for a goal, or just putting the last chess piece out to say checkmate, you know. This is all about you today. It is about you waking up early, you going the extra mile to make sure that you are fit and that you are there to not just represent yourself, but represent your district, your province, your country. So first of all, we're going to start with, I feel it's a very important category, and this is the Administrator of the Year. So you will find in each and every category we have got 3 finalists. With the assistance of our adjudicators, can I call you by names? Katlereng, she's from province. Katlereng is from district. Muder from district. We've had Davy assisting us with our school youth athletes, Davy Petersham. We have had Kacha and Mr. Pillay also just over-checking and overviewing and making sure that, you know, everybody's qualifications and achievements are in check and in place. Bearing in mind, athletes, if you get nominated and you receive a letter to say you have been nominated in anything in life, a category, an award, just to go and make a speech, if you do not submit with honesty and integrity, your sports CV, your life CV, or any CV, it's going to reflect bad on you at the end of the day. We've had so many wonderful CVs coming through. But what I'm trying to say today is, if you are not nominated, you don't stand a chance. If we as community recognize somebody and see they've got potential, let's make sure we nominate somebody when there's an awards being held, when there is something happening where we can honor and respect them. We don't celebrate often enough, and it is our time to shine. It is time for our athletes to stand up and shine. We will first of all be going through to the Administrator of the Year. Mr. Vusin Gubeni, I think I've lost him. I don't know if you would like to do this with me, but Mr. Yasim Lombard, Vivian Lottering, Mr. Vicky, is it Mr. Vusi, the MMC, that you have written down for us? Kruben Pillay and Donald, would you please come to assist us with handing out our awards?
picture with you
Yeah,
first.
yes.
Right.
And then I'll get the people out. Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, if you can all meet us here. When I call our finalists out, I think it is very important that they take a picture with you because this is memories for a lifetime. I'll tell you a quick story about memories. So, my grandmother had Alzheimer's and she passed away of it. And always did I say, take photos, because it creates memories. Till I got to live with somebody with Alzheimer's. When you see a photo, the memory is no longer there. So let us cherish every moment, because when grandmother gets in a situation where she can't remember anymore, you will have valuable memories because she will be next to you. The same thing happens now, tonight. Our finalists for...
One lady, Alyssa, she's the executive member. Can you please call her here?
Now, I'm new at this. Can you see how the men are handling me? Miss Alyssa, is it Conley? Miss Alyssa Conley, could you please come and join our gentlemen? Thank you. Now, seeing that it's flower power, can we please give Miss Alyssa Conley a hand? Okay, what can we now go to my page? The light is apparently affecting photos. So if we can maybe just assist them, or maybe just in front of the podium, because there's also a light. Is it for the cell phones? All right, may I ask that Verity Kombrink, Belisanda Mapukata, all right, and Rose Beloy, please join us. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen so many nominees coming in for one award. Rose, you're most probably the most famous person in your municipal district. But it's not all about the amount of nominations you get. It is also what you have achieved. Are we ready? Okay. So I'm going to start with our third runner-up, Rose Beloy. Thank you very much for what you do for administration. Belisandi Mapukata. Verity Kombrink. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue, let me tell you what we have done, what our adjudicators were looking for. So first of all, to be an Administrator of the Year, you had to render and officiate services and sustainable high standards. Service to the district, national or international level was looked at. The service goes beyond just coaching. Taking responsibility for your club, your federation, and the increase of participation. Service disadvantaged communities, seek development strategies, and implement them. The level of officiating, courses, experience, duration, all of this counted. You also had to show improvement every year. So you can't just do one thing this year and think next year it's enough. You need to add a bit to it. Support provided to emergency officials, when it comes to emergencies, the officials and the administrators. Ladies, thank you very, very much for what you do for in your administrative tasks. It is not always very easy. It is really a situation where you've got to think on your toes and you've got to make sure that you can improvise. Thank you very, very much for your service to your athletes, to your community, your district, and your province, and all of us. Thank you. the winner.
Come back, please. Come back, please. Call that lady back. Come back.
We're going to get better when we get to section 2.
Sorry, which is the what administrator? Is that the
Verity, kom.
so we want to get the who knows the grade? Who said that? One was secretary.
Verity, may you please come and fetch your trophy? You almost left without your glass, girl. And a medal.
All three.
Ladies, your medals, please.
Get your medal.
All three of you. Oh,
Oh, you do it like that.
now you may go.
We have taken a photograph video. Is this announced? Will be announced? They mustn't go away. They mustn't leave.
Ladies, once we are done with all the awards and we take a break, please can you come forward again so we can just take a group photo, if that is okay with you all. Miss Katja Brevard, could you please come and help us girls here handing out our trophies and our medals? So now the next award is our Technical Official of the Year. We need to know how to coach, we need to know how to work our drills, we need to know how scorekeeping and timekeeping and everything goes hand in hand together. So our adjudicators looked at the following things: the passion and the dedication to technicalities of your code, selected at competitive level for referee, umpire, scorekeeping, and timekeeping. High standards of officiating provide expertise and experience to international, provincial, district, and regional. Shows commitment, excellence, and consistency with honor and integrity. May I ask that Larashay Stolz, Renal Heyman, Samantha May, please come to the front. So what I would suggest is start from our left to my right. So then we will have our runner-up, second runner-up, Larashay Stolz. Number 2, Renal, please join us. Renal is our first runner-up. And Samantha May is our winner. Thank you very, very much, ladies, for all you do, for your teams, for your clubs, and your code. So now that we've got the administrators, We have got the technical officials. We need coaches. Oh, wow. So, you know, in any sport, you can have a rugby team, you can have a netball team, you can be a player, or you can be a coach. But the best of coaches can't have it, the best of both worlds. Okay? So the Coach of the Year was adjudicated in the following disciplines. It's a successful individual with great team results, are qualified in specific sport coaching level. They attended the necessary coaching training to obtain coaching qualifications. The level per code to be considered, however, not necessarily the main function of the achievement. The consistency in winning leagues continuously. Role models to our athletes. Motivation towards upcoming and rising athletes. Identifying potential. Must be an ambassador for her code, for the district, provincial, or South African. And it must be, this person must be committed to transformation. Michelle Diamond, she will not be joining us today. She did send her apology. Ntabi Singh Kosi. And then while she makes her way to the stage, Darren Ann Kombrink. Oh wow, check it out, there's another athlete coming. We will start once again with our second runner-up, Ntabi Singh Kosi. First runner-up, Michelle Diamond. Our winner, Taryn Ann Kombrink. Thank you very much. We have also booked this venue for the entire day and night. So if you feel you'd like to take more photos, I mean, I tried to look pretty today. I'm out of my jeans and tackies. My mom couldn't believe it. Hello, Mom, I'm here. I've got formal clothes on today. Yeah, so please, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to take photos with our athletes later on. Please post it on Facebook, any social media. We really would like to have the community see that we are positively driving forward to uplift them. Then our very next category is a Community Sports Journalist of the Year. Now it's easy. We can all be a journalist. We can all write stories. We can all write letters of complaint. We can write letters of motivation, which makes us editors as well, okay? So some of the things that we needed to make sure that we look at is, does this person do something for our community? Do they do anything to encourage our athletes? Do they do anything to make people aware of difficulties our athletes are going through? The adjudicators decided that the nominee must have experience in community media. The nominee must be a journalist, whether they do print, radio, television, or online streaming. They have to be based within the West Rand. And the report, they've got to report and indicate on sport, recreation, arts, culture, everything that's keeping us motivated and involved. May I please ask that Nontlala Tiakati be excused tonight. She will be excused tonight. She's got another awards event that she's participating at. I received her WhatsApp message yesterday afternoon informing me that she's a finalist in another awards event also with regards to journalism, but obviously not particularly for the West Rand. So we will excuse her. She will receive an award from us. Then, this is a very long name. You are going to have to assist me, ma'am. Miss Mabelani, please can you come join us? Natasha Pretorius will also not be able to assist us in or be with us here tonight. Bless us with her presence. She's also got another journalistic job situation which she had to attend to. But you will be seeing her writing stories of our event and our athletes in the coming week. So our second runner-up is Nontlala Tiakati. I'm going to try this. Motlela Pule Yunus Mabelani. Oh, I got it right. And then our overall winner will be Natasha Pretorius from the Krugersdorp News. Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Miss Mabelani. We have realized in the West Rand when we started the Women in Sports Awards nominations and the registration for nominations that there's a couple of things that we are lacking. One of the things is when it comes to transformation, but it is a bit low on the list, but when it comes to our athletes with disability. And Ms. Mabelani has shown courage, she has shown dedication, she's got an online service that she is channeling all her positive energy through. And I believe from now onwards, Ms. Mabelani will make sure that our disabled athletes in the West Rand is aware that the Sports Confederation cares. We have reached out to athletes with disability with the assistance of Mr. Andrew. It's been difficult. We as a community need to stand together. We as people who love sports need to stand together. We need to show our disabled athletes that there is room for them in this room where we are sharing awards and celebrations. So in the future, if you do see an athlete with a disability, please guys, get a hold of the Confederation. Let's see how we can promote them and get them more involved. There's nothing to be shy about. We are all one team, one dream. Sports. Thank you. Now, I don't think our MMC of Mogale City thought that we would do this. But ma'am, you don't understand how much we had to improvise today. Would you please grant us the honor in handing out our trophies and our medals to some of our athletes? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Modiko from Ugali City Sports, Arts, Recreation and Culture, ma'am. That's it. Thank you for being here today, ma'am. Much appreciated. The next nomination is something that lies very, very close to my heart. You can do whatever you want to do. If your heart's not in the right place, you can't expect to succeed. The next award will be going to the Best Community-Based Sports Program of the Year. May I please ask Krugersdorp Sports Club to join us, Kutsong Chess Club, and Moglakeng Athletics Club. Can you join me on my right-hand side, please? Kutsong Chess Club. Are we all here? Okay, so how this works is, these aren't necessarily people that attend to sports. They aren't necessarily athletes. However, they are driven by passion. They are driven by motivating others and assist where the need arises. So what was looked at when they were looking, our adjudicators were looking at our sports-based community program? Nah, I think I'm going to let Kettering help us with this one. Kettering, please can you come join us and tell us how you decided on choosing the best community-based sports program? Kettering has taught me a lot the last month.
Good evening. In terms of the best sports club, we were looking at the way they remove our kids from drugs, the kind of sports they doing, the kind of activities they doing. So that's how we decided on to give all these clubs the winner, because they were utmost performance. So that's why we decided on Kutsong, Krugersdorp, and Moglakeng. Kutsong Chess Club, Moglakeng Athletics Club, and Krugersdorp Judo. Sports Club, sorry. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our second runner-up, Kutsong Chess Club. Well done. Some of these Kutsong chess players were like doing very phenomenally well at the Sushinis last week. Our first runner-up, Moglakeng Athletics Club. And our winner, Krugersdorp Sports Club. So, ladies and gentlemen, how the adjudicators work through this category, they looked at how the program was funded. Did they have money to start the project? Did they raise funds externally? What did they do? So it was how the program was funded, the reference, what the program was about, like Ketlering was mentioning. Was it keeping kids off the street, keeping the community busy, keeping them out of harm's way? Working with NGOs, NPOs, NPCs, CBOs. And then the nominee must show consistency, not a once-off event. So it must be something that was happening continuously and consecutively. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may go. You're enjoying it now. Listen here. No, I've just been told no food. We are enjoying it now. One more. All right. So we have got 4 more categories to go. I wanted you all to go eat. But Miss Eliza decided we have 1 more. Our next category is Sports Personality of the Year. Okay, I lied, 5 more categories, okay? Sports Personality of the Year. Now, it is of my understanding that we are all sports personalities. However, there is categorization to choose a finalist. The athlete must participate in a code or codes diligently and continuously. Must have the potential to be awarded in multiple categories. So it's not just sports women and youth and community, it is in multiple categories. Now here I'd also like to mention to you, moms, dads who's sitting here with your young athletes, when you nominate somebody, look at their potential across board. Read what the nominations are about and what they are for, and nominate an athlete. If you don't get nominated, you cannot be considered in a specific category. So many of our athletes could have the potential in getting a Sports Personality Award. However, if you are not nominated, you can't be adjudicated. So this athlete also needs to be a role model, have consistency, commitment, dedication, and serve sport in various means. And this person also needs to have a positive influence on youth and the community. Please can I ask Angelica Christians to come to the front. Rochelle Duplessis. And Kristen Wall. Kristen Wall, I did mention your name, here you are. Rochelle Duplessis will not be able to join us tonight. She is actually busy with car racing, some racing event. So she will not be here. So no, we don't just play ball and things and hockey and soccer. We do car racing too. Rochelle is not here. She did nominate a friend to come and collect her award. Any of you people aware? I think she said the person's name is Patricia. Are you here? Well done. He said, I'm looking. All right, thank you very much for standing in for her. All right, so our second runner-up in this category for Sports Personality of the Year is Angelica Christians. Is it Patricia? Yes. Oh, I can remember. And then we will say Rochelle Duplessis, aka Patricia, today. And Kristen Wall as our winner. Well done, ladies. So Mr. Pillay made it clear that he's hungry, but ladies, thank you very much, and thank you for who you are. Please keep doing it. Thank you. Thank you. To Ms. Elijah Conley, thank you very much. MMC, thank you so much. And then Mr. Pillay is hungry. All right. So what we suggest you do, I need some water, lots of it. But if we can maybe start from the center table here, please collect your food and come back, sit. We trust that you will enjoy it. But before we go, can I please ask that we just bow our heads and just have a 30 seconds of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may enjoy your supper. There is 2 workstations, food stations, so it's both the same food on both sides. So please, if you can just, queue accordingly and not bump into each other. The food is halal. We have been catering for everybody's dietary needs. and gentlemen. Vusi. Secretary General Ngubeni, may you please join me? That's not. I just got worried about this paper. Right? Yeah, there's okay.
Wanted to get this information. Just
All right.
acknowledge these guys and let you know that we
Okay.
can start.
You're going to do that now. You-
After you hand over.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my mama whistle. All right. So while you're all still, well, some busy eating and some busy handing their plates down, just to let you know, there is dessert as well. Okay? You're going to have an option of 2 things. Please just take one. Okay? Don't take the other one home. Take one. However, if you don't want to have your dessert and you want to take it home, ask them to give you a takeaway tub. Okay? So you are welcome to take your dessert home if you don't want to finish it here. Otherwise, just enjoy it. Before we carry on, I'd like to tell you a story about this man. So in January, I started getting calls and I started getting messages from a guy called Shimi Sudemedi. Put your hand up. That one. And I'm thinking to myself now, what is happening? I don't know you. Don't tell me you want me to join something and I've got no idea what you are about. And Shimi is persistent. I got your number from somebody who said you can do something for sports. I'm like, all right. When can we meet? And he gives a time and a date and I said, sorry, I'm busy. Week later, phones again, very persistent. Eventually I decided, listen here, there's a meeting in the mayoral chambers. This sounds as if it can be pretty good. I've got to go. So I said to my husband, listen here, I've got a meeting in the mayor's chambers. I will see you later. Got to the mayor's chambers and there's only a few people. And we're waiting for Vusi Ngubeni, who is in the West Rand, our Secretary General. But in Mogale City, he's actually my chairman, where I'm his Secretary General. So I get to meet these men and I don't know what it's all about. And they started telling me that COVID has taken place, sports has taken a dip, they need help. And I'm thinking, okay, went back home. I like going on my gut. I like doing things, just think things and ask God, give me some guidance. And on the 28th of February, I was voted in on the 28th of February, I was voted in as Secretary General for Mogale City Sports Confederation. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, don't know the people, I don't know anybody, but let's do this. Immediately started putting processes in place, a WhatsApp group, and some structure, and start communicating with the municipality, and I'm thinking, you have got no idea what you are doing. Now this man, come forward please, sir. This man, I'll send him a message and he'll say, okay, but what do you want to do? And I'll tell him what I'm thinking of doing. And he said, but do it. Okay, but where do I start? I'll give you some numbers. Now, phoning somebody that you don't know who the person is, you can hardly understand you don't know what their position is because you are not so educated in the situation. Mr. Ngubeni was with me 100%. If I was on the phone, my husband would say, is that Vusi? Yes, it's Vusi. Even my kids already knew who was Shimi, who was Donald, who was Gift, who was Boys. My whole family knew everybody about our committee. And as a woman in sports, we need backup. We don't necessarily need females to back us up. We don't necessarily need females to give us advice and direction. We forget sometimes that in any sport in South Africa, most probably in the whole world, but any sports in South Africa, we as women is like second in line for everything. We've got women rugby that is starting in Randfontein. We've got rugby starting in different places. Oh, somebody's sending me messages. Can I just please silence it for you all? Sorry. So anyway, so we have got women that's always been like on the back end of a lot of things. I went to a women's workshop and I realized if we as women want to be successful, we should not be shying away from asking our males for assistance. They've been there. They've done that. We are fighting our own little struggle in different ways, but we need backbone, and we need somebody to guide us and tell us. And Vusi, thank you very much. You have been my backbone, you have been my spine in Mogale City, and together with the whole executive team, I think women in sport is just going to reach further and higher heights. I'm going to hand over to him now because, like I said in the beginning, I don't know who's who, okay? Vusi knows. So, Vusi, please will you do us the honors in speaking about our very special guests, our MMCs, our GSCs, everybody that we also need to recognize because these are the people that can take us as athletes further. Thank you.
Thank you again for this opportunity. Thank you, Susara. I know if she start talking, she's gonna. I know her. Susara, talking to you, I know. If she start talking, I know. There's no end. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is just to stand here again, just to be short and sweet, just to call the speakers to come and just make a little bit of introduction and the key notes of address. Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the MMC of Rand West. Apologies, sir, for not recognizing you. Desmond Nzipo from Rand West Municipality. He from Sports Department as well. Thank you. As well as much as the executive for all the other regions, the Sports Confederation, leadership, you are welcome as well. Thank you very much for your support, for pushing from the grassroots level. It means a lot to the structure because without you federations, without you Sports Confederation, we are nothing. So for you to put your effort, we thank you very much for doing that. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go straight to our program. Okay, let's see. Just a little bit. Load. All right. Colleagues, unfortunately, we had an apology from our MMC of the district. She would love to be here, heartedly. Unfortunately, circumstances, she couldn't. But she sent an apology and then said to us she loves you all. And then, other than that, we're going to call our president, Mr. Vivian, to come and give us a word or two. Then in sequence, we're going to have our leadership, Yasin as well. Oh. Okay, we sorted out. So that yourself the leadership. All right. Okay, we'll ask for leadership, Vivian, the president of Gauteng Sports Confederation, in conjunction with SASCOC and the district and the regional and through the sports committee as well. Then after that, we'll ask the MMC to come and do a keynote address for us. I can't see her. Is she still here? MMC of Sports for Mukhale, are you here? Yeah, she's still available. Okay, thank you, MMC. You next after our Vivian, our president. Please just give a round of applause for our president. Okay, let's try.
I don't need a mic. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need a mic. I think I'm. Everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Just raise your hand. Yeah, I don't think it's a time for speeches. I'll be short, like I am, and sweet. Short and sweet. It is a great honor for me to stand here today and say thank you and congratulations to WRSC Sports Confederation. It is the first time, as the Secretary General said, it's the first time that you have sports awards, and we are very proud of you that you started somewhere. It's important that we acknowledge the role that women play in our sporting fraternity. Now let me acknowledge, before I start saying something, we need to get our protocols right. It's very important. All our MMCs that's here today, my executive of the Gauteng Sports Confederation, my Secretary General, and Alyssa, a lady in pink there, is part of my executive. She's the youngest South African 2016 Olympic athlete. Yes, let's give her a hand, Olympic athlete. She ran the 100 meters. I unfortunately fired me just 3 months before she ran as a coach, and she didn't make it. You have to remember. Yes, let me also acknowledge everybody that's here today. They say all protocol observed. I don't want to leave out everybody, but it's important that we acknowledge role players. Mr. Krummenpillay, as President and the Executive, thank you for starting this process. It's very important. Awarding people as part of what we in Gauteng believe as we receive that mandate from the National Sports Plan. There's 36 objectives, 36 or 38 objectives in the National Sports Plan, and one of them is to award people for what they do. Now us, as Gauteng Sports Confederation, for those who don't know, we are the governing body of sport in the province. Under us, we got 54 sporting codes and 5 district sports confederations, of which Westland is one of them that reports to us. So obviously today, MMC, we are very proud. We're happy, and we want to congratulate you and your team and the municipality for working together, putting this whole thing together. In the National Sports Plan, it's clearly defined what the roles and the responsibilities are of each one of us. We as sports confederations and federations are responsible for implementing the policy that government has decided on. So government must enable and we implement. And as long as we understand that, we can work together and we can deliver programs like we have here tonight. To all our winners here tonight, congratulations. You are the real heroes, because without you, sport cannot exist. Now, there's a short man walking around here, shorter than me. He's a president of Johannesburg Sports Confederation, Mr. Vicky Magoo. Last year they had their sports awards, and the MMC of Johannesburg was there. And I was very pleased to see the standard of what they presented. Earlier this year, I attended the Tshwane Sports Confederation. They also had the Women in Sports Awards. And today, I'm here by WRSC, so there's 2 more districts that must do it. But it's important, we as Gauteng Sports Confederation, we believe in the empowerment of women. Women play an important role. That is why on my executive, I got 5 women as part of my executive at Gauteng. We as men, we need to make it possible. We need to provide opportunities for the ladies to become part and parcel of sports, not only as secretaries, but as leaders in our organizations. And it's us as men that need to make that paradigm shift to make sure that we bring ladies in. So to all our ladies that's here today in West Rand, congratulations. Well done. We are supporting you. Remember, sport can change the life of our youngsters. And if we can change the life of our youngsters, we can change the life of people in South Africa. And people in South Africa can change the world. That is what sports can do. It is crucial that we understand. They know me, my executive, I don't speak Zulu. But I've learned certain phrases in Zulu. It says, Sonke senomandla. Together we are stronger. That is what the Springboks said there in their tour. Together we are stronger. If we stand together, we will achieve our goals. So congratulations, well done, and God willing, next year we will climb a step higher. To all our winners, when you receive the award, go back to your community. Encourage other people to get involved in sport, because sport can change your life. Thank you very much.
Hello? Are you there? You are too quiet. And in sports, we are not so quiet. Yeah. In sports, we have vavavoom. So here we are just, it's like we are listening to the pastor giving us a sermon. We are not even celebrating our women. Are you good? But I'm not. Are you not happy that our boge have won? No, you are not. Halala amaboge boge halala. Halala abafazi betu halala. Halala women in sport halala. Yeah, now we are happy. Without wasting any time, I'm MMC Kifile Mudiko from Mogale City. So, Mr. Program Director, please don't hijack me. I didn't prepare a keynote address because I didn't know that MMC Antoinette will not be present in this event. Let me thank MMC Vusinkwanyana for attending, from Mirafong, MMC Doreen David, and MMC Desmond, our federations, Mr. Vivian, not Mrs. Vivian, Mr. Vivian Lottery, Yasen Lombard, West Rand Sports Confederation, Sports Federations, Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, and our beautiful ladies and our handsome gents. It is an honor for us as Mogale City to host this event. We thank the organizers for thinking about the cradle of humankind. Where we are is the cradle of humankind. That's our Mogale City, our origin. Ko botho bo tswang teng. Halala amaboke halala. Halala bafazi bethu halala. Nijabulile. Wathinta bafazi. Kimbokoto mwakiri. Yeah, not bo Mr. Vivian. Re batla bo Mrs. Vivian. Ladies and gentlemen, sports unite communities. Sports unite communities. And sports brings our kids away from the streets, away from substance abuse. I am from Hegwood. It's a rural place. By sports, we communicate only by sports. Service delivery in my ward comes after sports. When there's a community meeting, you'll only see few. But when there's a sports event, you will see many. So I want to thank the organizers. We must celebrate our women. We are not being celebrated as women. It's always Boss Sia, Bo Fef de Klerk, Bo Mr. Vivian. So we want the ladies' teams. Again, we were celebrating Bontate on Saturday. So we must celebrate Bomme. Now we are busy rallying behind the Proteas. And it's men, not women. But when there's banyana, and also us as women, we don't celebrate with them. But instead, we celebrate with men, and which is wrong. So let me not dwell too much into politics. Today is not about politics, it's about our women in sport. Halala bomme, halala. Halala bomme, halala. Pambili Zimbokoto, pambili. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here, just all protocol observed. Greetings to all the MMCs and Mr. President, as well as Yassine, and most importantly, the athletes. We're here to celebrate the athletes, so let's give them a round of applause. So I'm not going to be long either. I'm going to be fast because I'm not as short as our president. So I'll be very quick. It's truly an honor to be here to speak in front of all of you. I've been in sport for a very long time. Just to give you a quick history, I started sport at the age of 4. That was my dream and my goal, to be an Olympian at the age of 4. My mom, who's sitting there, always asked me, you know, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be? And at the age of 4, I was always like, I'm going to be Superman. And I know it's weird because we're celebrating women, but there wasn't Superwoman back then. I'm going to be Superman, and I would stand on the highest piece of furniture in our house, and I would try and fly off, and I landed up in hospital multiple times. And my mom was like, my child, you know, you're a big problem in my life. You need to find a dream. And that is when I realized that I want to be an Olympic athlete. And I want to be the fastest in South Africa, the fastest in Africa, and eventually go on to the Olympic Games. And it wasn't all roses, and it wasn't easy. You know, I had a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of challenges in the path. I was aiming to go to the 2012 Olympic Games. I thought I was super fast. I mean, I won national champs all the time. I'm a 7-time national champion, and it was pretty easy for me to just rock up and race. I thought, like, you know, I'm the girl. And leading into 2012, I thought, this is it. I'm going to make the 2012 Olympic Games. I'm going to London. Nothing can stop me. 2009, I remember clearly, I raced in Mauritius at the Africa Championships, and my parents were there, my gran was there, so I was very supported. You know, I was like, life was good. Life was really good. And I was running the 200 meters, and towards the end of the race, firstly, I came second in the 100 meters. So now I was mad because a Nigerian athlete beat me, and I was like, I gotta get my revenge. So in the 200 meters, I was ready for it, I was pumped up, and at just like 5 meters before the finish line, I fell. And I managed to get across the finish line in second place, but I fell, and I was like, what's going on? And that was the first time I ever had to face a challenge and an injury in my career. But anyway, I enjoyed it. That's when I met Caster Semenya, and that was when she just came onto the ranks. So we are celebrating women, Caster Semenya being one of them, so go and buy a book, support her. And I came back home, obviously saw a physiotherapist, thought it was just a hamstring injury, but it was more than that. So I went from being the fastest woman in South Africa to the slowest woman in South Africa. I went from winning every single race to not even making the finals in races. I went from being national champion every year nearly to struggling to just make it past the rounds. And I never knew what was wrong with me. My mom also, she can attest to this. We saw probably over 11 different physicians in the industry, so sports doctors, biokineticists, physiotherapists. Got to a point where my mom was like, my child, I'm taking you to a psychologist. You know, we need to figure out if this injury is just in your head. But I knew it wasn't in my head because I was fast, and then I wasn't fast anymore. And the dream of being an Olympian in 2012 was just crushed, and it was no longer there. So I basically gave up. I gave up my dream, I gave up my goal, and I did what every normal person does. I finished my studies at university, and I started working. I partied a lot. I think I was a very bad child in that time. I did a lot of naughty things, but you know, I just had to pull myself away from athletics, from sport. So I completely just switched off to the world of sport, trying to figure out what is going on with me. Why am I not the Olympic champion or the Olympic athlete I thought I would be? Why am I not fast? Why am I not a national champion anymore? I asked a lot of questions. I questioned my faith. I questioned God a lot. You know, and it was a very dark period for me. But I had to move on. I had to continue. And then I started working for Nike, the company, and I met a lot of athletes, Tumile Nkune and all these athletes. But I was on the other side. I was servicing the athlete. And I just decided that I shouldn't be on this side. I should be the athlete getting serviced. And I recalled, it was a day, we were at this Soweto campus in UJ, my sister and I, and we were just trying to run off the fupa, you know, trying to stay fit. And we said to each other, we're gonna train and we're gonna make 2016 Olympics. This was November 2014. And we made that promise to each other. And I started training, November 2014, I started looking for a coach. It was hard to find a coach. I think I went from Pretoria to Kempton Park and eventually landed on a coach at the University of Johannesburg. And the first thing my coach said to me, Alyssa, you have to lose about 8 kilos and then we can think about this girl. But I did it because that's what I wanted to do. That's where I wanted to be. And I put in the hard work, I put in the sacrifice for about 365 days. I just trained and worked hard. And the end goal was, I want to be an Olympian. That is what I'm going to focus on. That is what I'm going to achieve. So 2014 November, all the way to 2016 January, where I ran my first race after 4 years. Mind you, I had to go for an operation. That was what was wrong with me. I had a hip operation. in 2011. So it was a very long time for me to recover and get back. But January 2016, my first race ever, I'm standing at the 200 meter and I'm asking myself, do you even remember how to run? Are you really doing this? Can you run this race? Are you going to be able to move when the gun goes off? Will you make it across the finish line? And it was do or die for me. And I ran the race and I finished and I went up to the stands and my mom was there and she's like, why are you slowing down before the finish line? Why aren't you running faster? You know, moms, they always complain. And then to my surprise, I actually qualified for the Olympic Games in that race. So my first race back after 4 years of not running, 4 years of challenges, 4 years of just like not knowing what is going on with me. It was 4 years of a really dark time, but 365 days I took to turn that around for myself. And in 2016, I regained my title to be the fastest in South Africa. Thank you. And yeah, I managed to make it to the Olympic Games. So 2016, I went to the Olympic Games in Rio. And long story short, I think that, you know, as women in sport, we need to realize that there's challenges, you know, and the question is, are you going to focus on the challenges of men aren't providing a seat for us? Provide your own seat. You know what I mean? Are you going to focus on the challenges of, you know, I've got so many obstacles that I need to go through, so many mountains I have to climb? You have to decide what the purpose is. You have to decide what the end goal is that you would like to achieve. And once you decide that, you need to then realize the sacrifice and the hard work that you have to put in to get there. It's never going to be easy. Life is not easy. If life was easy, it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be enjoyable. You wouldn't be sitting here because everyone would be on the same level. But you're sitting here because you have decided to put in that hard work, you've decided to make that sacrifices, and you've decided what your purpose, passion, and why is. I always tell myself that we can't stop time, but we are in control of how we utilize our time. And that's the important thing. All of us sitting here today, we still have a heartbeat, we're still breathing, so we still have the opportunity to be the best that we can be. Often people ask me the question, how do you do it? I wasn't born to be average. I was born to excel. I was born to do the best I can do. And now that my track career is over, the purpose and the vision is to have a platform for women in sport and to build women in sport, to build champions. I mean, we have champions here, you'll see it later. We have champions that's working really hard, and all of you are champions. We're here to celebrate women in sport. So give yourself a round of applause, be proud of yourself. I transitioned from athletics to Springbok Sevens. I tried, as I played rugby for about 2 years. It was really, really hard. But in that transition of that, we decided to call the rugby team the Imbokoro. And if you know what Imbokoro means, and you know that full sentence, I'm not going to say it. I think it's Watinti Imbokoro Uzakufa, or something like that, yeah? So there we go. You strike a woman, you strike a rock, you will be crushed. You should be careful. Press, that's for you. I'll say it again. You strike a woman, you strike a rock, you will be crushed, and you should be careful. So to all the women out here, you're strong, you're powerful. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to. Don't let anyone tell you any different. So congratulations to everyone. We're really proud of you, and we can't wait to see you soaring to new heights. Thank you.
We almost done. Almost done. Then I'm going to call upon the landlord to come and give us one with two while we're here. History of this place, because some of us don't know where we come from. It is the richest place we find in Palace as well. It's a historical issue. I'm going to call upon you, ma'am, Ms. Elisa Tedard, to come forward, just give us a few speech of the whole place. Oh, the entire place. Okay, let's give a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. Firstly, I just want to correct. It's Elsie Geduld. Yeah.
Try to
Thank you.
get it right.
Good evening, everybody. I'm the program director, the MMCs, Western Sports Confederation, members of the media, senior officials, most importantly, to all of you beautiful people. I'm shaking because you're all so beautiful, and I'm speaking after great speakers, so wow. Through sports, women can challenge societal norms, experiencing personal growth and achievement. All of these can enable women and girls to be more assertive and confident in society and can support the fight against discrimination and gender-based violence. Our nation's sportswomen have proven themselves time and time again that it is up to us in this society to provide the necessary environment that will enable a new generation of women and girls to thrive in excellence. And that is exactly what all of you have done. That piece I have taken from the Vuk'uzenzele article, which was done last year for women in sports in Gauteng. So to all of you great people, the Gauteng Provincial Archives, we are responsible for archiving and records keeping in Gauteng. We are the last archives to be built in South Africa. We are the first to be. So you all can already see where we are coming from. All archives are not in locations, we are the only one in a location. All archives besides the national archives are in provinces. Thank you, load shedding. Load shedding is saving me because I'm so nervous. Other than that, what we do, we go to municipalities, we go to departments, we go to communities to inform them why we are archiving. We are not archiving to keep the records for ourselves, but it is to keep it for you guys. Today is an historical event for us as archivists because it's not 20 years yet, but in 20 years' time, somebody in this country, in this province, will know that on this evening, we had great women and great men, great public figures in this building celebrating great women, great athletes. So for that, I firstly want to thank you. And then with regards to what we also do, we have an oral history project whereby we go into communities to archive the stories from the sporting heroes who are not recognized. We all know that how many of you are sitting here today who were sports heroes back then, but you were not recognized. So it is our responsibility as the archives under our oral history project to go into the communities, to go into Gauteng and collect those stories. And it must be done authentically so. So we cannot just go and decide that, no, somebody played soccer in Mutlakeng on a certain day and I just write it down and decide, no. We actually go out there, we record it, we do the manuscripts and all of that, and then we give it back to the community in terms of archiving. So our archives is right here. We are open Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock. You are more than welcome to come and see what it is that we're having in our archives. In terms of outreach programs, I'm the outreach archivist for the Gauteng Provincial Archives. We also offer bursaries to communities, to people who would like to study archives and records management and library science. So you have to be between the ages of 18 and 35 years to qualify for the bursary, and it is only done through UNISA. In short, that is me saying thank you very much for giving life to the archives. I come here every day and it's very quiet, it's very cold. It echoes a lot, as you can hear, because we normally don't have so many people. You guys gave us life today, and therefore I thank you very much. Thank you.
It's your turn now. I'm going to hand over to her, then few awards, then we're done, colleagues, friends and families. Thank you very much for coming again once more. Over to you, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to the final stretch of our awards evening. Thank you for your patience. Ma'am, I heard everything you said. You are right. we as women do face a lot of challenges. We are in a male-dominant environment when it comes to sport. I have realized it more and more over the past few weeks. I have to tell you, ma'am, in September I played rugby for an oldies team. I did it for 2 reasons. I cannot be a representative or a face for women in sports if I don't do things that men do. So what I did was, I went to Harlequins Rugby Club and I said to the old crocs, I want to play in the nationals. And I was like, all right, what you know about rugby? I love rugby, I watch rugby, but I've never played rugby. Guess what, I can also coach rugby. All right? So now I'm thinking, okay, let's put all these things to practicality. And I did learn a lot. First of all, when the men were standing in a circle, you should have heard the comments. Oh, it was just absolutely awesome. It was sexual comments, not from my club that I was playing for. It was when it comes to rugby, when you're going to scrums, or when you're going to rucks, or when you're going to tackle, and yeah. So with the oldies, it's different rules than normal rugby matches, normal 15-man games. They bring in a lot of fun things to it. For instance, you've got your line-outs. So it can be a long line-out, it can be a short line-out. Short line-outs, go on your knees. When you do a scrum, you can actually all stand in one row and let the ball just go through your legs. And so the game is just a lot more fun. But the attitude that you receive as a woman when it comes to a male-dominant sport is not, it's not so easy. You've got to know how to approach them back. I mean, you have to have words back. But you are right. We tend to, a lot of times, lean on the men. We need them because we need to experience. They feed up on more experience than us when it comes to other things, other aspects. But you're right though. I've heard what you said. We need to stand more up and stand more out. And we need to run things ourselves and not rely on them. We need them for their support, but we need to also rely on ourselves as a female gender. Thank you. And Ms. Elijah, when it comes to women in sports and what you went through, I respect all of that. Thank you for sharing your story with us. I heard about somebody else that was also in sports. I actually spoke to his mother, and she was informing me of a time where a provincial club excused him from playing rugby. And eventually, after so many tests and things being done, it ended up he was fine to play again. But the trials and the tribulations that you go through as athletes, this is your goal, this is your aim. Thank you for sharing it with our young athletes. And I hope that each one of you, these young athletes from schools, I really hope that you have listened. There will be things in your lives that is going to feel like they're unreachable. But don't give up. Because once you give up, you're never going to reach that goal. Keep persevering, carrying on. Then, Leadership Vusi, where are you? Where's Vusi? We're going to carry on now. We have done our Sports Personality of the Year. We are now on Sports Team of the Year. And you see my support structure has left me. So for Sports Team of the Year, wow, this was quite a difficult one because the nominations came in and we all think we are in the best team and we all think we are the best. Just like mothers, we think our kids are springbokke and we think that they are, on top there. Every coach feels that his team or her team is the best team. Mr. Vusin Gubeni and Mr. Donald, will you please assist us with giving out the next awards with our LSC members? Nisha, will you come and assist us, please? Now, while we are getting these ladies together, I will mention their names so long quickly. Rosalia, will you please come to the front as well? Ketla Rose Beloy, you're also part of the LOC. Kamzan, Marshall, now these are just a few ladies. We've been quite a big team. Portia, are you here? Please come join us. Now, Portia started joining us close to the end of arranging the Women in Sports. And I would like to tell you something about some of these ladies. Now, Rosalia taught me what rural area is all about. She took me into the rural area and she says, these are my kids. We need to do something. And if you ever want somebody that can drive you, you phone Rosalia. Okay? Ma'am, you've got a gem in the municipality when it comes to Rosalia. Portia I started getting to know when it came to Centuni. Yes, all I knew in the beginning, Centuni, we need to work on the community. This is not for affiliated or non-affiliated, this is for everybody. So those that know Centuni, you know, it does a lot of good. Then we have got Miss Kettering. I can phone her at 8 o'clock at night or send her a message and she will reply. Hello, Susanna. But she will answer my call. She will admit she's tired, but she's doing her thing. Then there was Nisha. Now Nisha is a driving force of note. There's nothing wrong with Nisha sending you a message 6 o'clock in the morning when you're actually thinking, I just want to drink my coffee quickly and lie in the bath for a bit before everything gets crazy in your household. That's Nisha. And if you by accident don't answer messages immediately, so Sarah, I'm trying to get hold of you, please let me know when I can speak to you. But she's a driving force. This woman was in charge of finding us a caterer. And it was difficult. It was complicated because our first caterer bailed on us. Our second caterer decided we are too demanding. And our third caterer stuck like glue. So Warren, if you can hear us, you and Nisha make a good team. Thank you, Nisha. Then there's Kamzan. Whenever I think, yes, emotionally I can't do this anymore, Kamzan was there. Phone, Kamzan answers. Phone, Kamzan says, let me phone you back, you're using your own airtime. I've got 3 minutes. Kamzan phones back. She was like really like my rock during this time. Then I've got Marshall. Now this woman, if she takes all her high heels off, is like really, really short. But don't mess with with Marshall. If Marshall said, Susara said, then everybody's like, okay. Because Marshall does not leave till Marshall is very happy. But Marshall is also my next door neighbor. And if she can put her hand up for something, she puts her hand up for something. This whole event that's arranged here tonight, yes, we had Vusi and Kruben and Peter on the background. We had them telling, have you started an LOC? No, sir. Where do I find them? Look in Merafong, look in Rand West, look in Mughale, find people. Okay, sir. Have you invited this one? No, sir, I don't have details. Please send us details. Vusi and Kruben was behind the scene all the time. But everything that you see here tonight comes from our women in sports. So, ladies and gentlemen, just moving forward for a little bit, can I please ask that the following finalists please come forward so that these ladies can shake your hands. Kutsong Chess Club, Randfontein Rugby Club, and West Rand Judo Association. If you've got your girls here, please bring them up. Just give them one. No, this is for sports. Yeah. Okay, so this is for Sports Team of the Year. It's a team achievement in sport to highlight national or international order. World record achievement, winning of world championships or an equivalent achievement, participate at elite level, commitment, consistency, progression, and representation. They are also humble as teams, and they are role models. So I don't know much about judo, but I learned a lot. And if I can mention to you, yes, these girls can do their thing. I think there's about 6 of them in a team, or 6 of them in your club, yes. But the achievements that they not just individually achieved, but collectively. Wow. Kutsong Chess Club, you are our second runners up. Randfontein Rugby Club, you are our first runners up. Now they've had 3 girls in their team this year, in their girls team, called Taina Girls. One was asked to go play for the GLRU Lions, one for the Blue Bulls, one for the Cheetahs, am I right? You can correct me? Yes. And yeah, so it's actually quite an achievement when it comes to female sport. So without further ado, please can you guys go and collect your medals. West Rand Judo, you are first in line. Well done, girls. Give to them all now. And then Lindy Bell. Judo, yes. Lindy Bell, are you here? Now, Lindy Bell also joined our LOC, a bit late, but she did join our LOC. But if there's really a person that is striving to help and assist where she can, she made it possible. She arranged for us to be on Africa at Play on the radio station. She arranged for us to meet Neto. And I wanted to highlight her individually. I did see her here, but she is not here at the moment. And then I want to start moving a bit faster, but while my ladies are still up front and in front. Nisha, thank you very much for everything you have done. Thank you for all your messages and all your efforts. All right. In everybody's hearts and minds, we look at most promising. Somebody that's there, but they're not there yet. They need our commitment, they need our support, and they need us to uplift them. Am I right? May I please ask that Mr. Yazim Lombard and Mr. Vivian Lottering please come forward and assist us. And then I'm going to ask, that was the wrong one. That's promising. And Mr. Andrew Lowe, can you please also come and join us and shake our hands? Leratu Moholo, Leonie Abramson, and Landa Mukwebeli, can you please come to the front? So this is a newly identified athlete. They show potential in terms of performance and participation at prestigious sports championships. These athletes, they've got potential and shows room for improvement. This also includes the potential in winning of records or winning of a championship in future. It's an individual that came close to meeting the gold criteria, and it's an opportunity for an athlete to be recognized and encouraged. Now, many athletes showed great achievements. However, the adjudicator's decision was based on the future and the potential of an athlete. This athlete shows strength, even though the athlete did not reach elite level, provincial, or district achievements. The athlete might not have been the best, but the ability to develop is considered when they were looking at our finalists. Our second runner-up, Landa Mukwebeli. Lerato Moholo. And Leonie Abramson. Leonie Abramson. Leonie Abramson will be this year's most promising athlete for 2023. Thank you, ladies. No, please stay. Okay. So next up is our School Youth Athlete of the Year. Now, this was also a difficult decision, I believe, but it was done. After consultation with the school adjudicator and the other adjudicators, the following finalists, please could you come and meet us with a handshake. Madison Lombard, Angelica Christians, and Ulushi Mbuizu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when this selection was made, I understand from the adjudicators that they were looking at a school youth athlete reaching SA colours, participate in more than one code, an individual achievement in sports in the highest order, participate at school championship, winning championships, placing 1, 2, or 3, commitment, consistency, and striving for excellence, and be competitive. Our second runner-up Madison Lombard. First runner-up, Angelica Christians. And our winner of School Youth Athlete 2023, Ulushi Mbuyezi. I will now be handing over to Mr. Kruben Pillay, who will be assisting us with a President's Trophy, President's Award. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for assisting us.
Testing 1, 2. Can all the MMCs please come to the front, please? From Metaphor. And what is it here? Yeah, gentlemen, where is it? The MMC, what's his name? MMC Vusi? Sir? The other one, that's it. From Metaphor.
Desmond.
Metaphor, Desmond. MMC Desmond. Is he gone? He's coming. Yeah, first one, second one. Okay, ready to go. Okay, so whilst we were busy with the awards, we decided that there will be 3 presidential awards. So this awards came after some thought, and we decided to include it into the lineup. So the first award is for one of our late ladies who has contributed to sport, and she's made a lot of inroads into the Merafong area, and she worked very hard. So today she will be rewarded for all her hard work, and one of her family members, I think Nikki, is Nikki here? Anybody from Lorato's family here? Please come forward, sir. Right, so Lorato did a lot of hard work, and once our visitor went to visit her, I think it was in Anglo. She worked in the Anglo mines, yeah? Say again? Harmony. She worked in the Harmony gold mine. So when I took over my position, she handed it over to me. And she said to me, Kruben, this is a hard district. The distances to travel are very far. And she can only be an executive member. She can't travel from place to place, it's tough. So I remember a lot. She traveled to the Gauteng sports meetings. She did a lot of hard work, but there's not enough that you can mention that, you know, she's made contributions to. She's did a homework, and now we lost her tragically. I think it was last year, yes. Right? We lost her tragically through, I think it was a motor vehicle accident, right? So yes, we want to bid her farewell and make sure she rests in peace. And sir, we want to honor her today at the Western Sports Awards for all her hard work. So, MMC? MMC who's the next person? There's 2 more. Where's the other? She was the name. next person is, I looked at all the, the adjudication process, and I looked at all the, audited everything, make sure that everything is right. Myself, Vusi, double checked, and we said, okay, fine. But there was one person who stood out, and for that reason, he came close, but just not close enough. And we realized, like, you know what? Let's create the President's Award for her. And I'd like to call upon the person by the name of Candace Fraser. Right, Candace Fraser is highly recommended by our executive as one of the hardest triers who does everything in her power to make sure that administration is on top and the game is in line, basically. So well done to Candace for receiving the President's Award. Okay, thank you very much. And the last award goes to somebody who's really been working and toiling during the last few months. And what I learned was that, there's an athlete from 0 to 110 seconds or under 10 seconds. She's very closely related to that. So I'd like to, with that in mind, I'd like to call upon Susara Sneeman, who will receive one of the President's Awards as well. Thank you, Susara. Beautiful. Thanks. Well done, Back to you guys. Thanks a lot.
We've got this. Oh, no, we're not done. We've got 2 more. After one. Now, for I think 2 of our award winners, we've given you the wrong trophies. So when you are done there, please come and fetch your correct trophy. The correct ones look like mine. Anyway, so moving on. Please can Mr. Kruben Pillay come forward? Busin Gubeni? Mr. Donald? Mr. Peter? Now we've left the two best ones for last. For any, and this is a Lifetime Honorary Award. Next we will do our Sportswomen of the Year Award. However, to go back to our Honorary Lifetime Award while the men are getting themselves sorted there. Can MMC Doreen and MMC Desmond, I got to meet him earlier on, can you please come and assist us with the 2 final awards? So with the Lifetime Honorary Award, this achievement is awarded to the woman who over time has dedicated her life to make a difference in sport in the West Rand, provincial level, but we are mainly focused on the West Rand. The involvement of the individual may be involved in many assets and facets of sports, athletes, administration, I got that, okay, and part of management. The nominee must be successful in sport disciplines despite all the challenges. The nominee must promote the West Rand district, have qualities of a leader and ambassador of the district, South Africa and international across the globe. This person must also have a hands-on approach, contribute to the success and the growth of sport, either a coach, administrator, or an athlete. Nareen Pillay, please can you join us? Verity Kombrink and Renal Heyman. When it comes to an honorary award, you need to look at so many different things. Years of putting in time, years of dedication, years of administration. Ladies, thank you very much for your nominations. Thank you that you have entered into Women in Sports Awards. And thank you for everything that you do for your community, your athletes, your sport. Our third place, Nareen Pillay. Our first runner-up, second place, Verity Kombrink. And our Lifetime Award this year for 2023 goes to Renal Heyman. Last but not least, now the Sportswoman of the Year is an achievement that all young athletes should be striving to reach. It should be a goal that you work hard for and that you achieve. May I please ask Sasha McAdees, Erasmus, Kiara van Eden, and Kirsten Ball. Before I announce their names, I would like to say that, ladies, well done. Well done for all your accomplishments, your achievements. You are superstars. May I ask that the winner please come and tell us a little bit of your challenges, a little bit of your experiences. You have heard from Miss Eliza how things can't always be as easy, but we want to hear from you what you are experiencing as young athletes that's one day going to wear either Olympics or something that's going to make us all so proud to know you. We want to have something where we can turn back time and say, yes, I know that one. Our second runner-up, Sasha, I'm lying. Our second runner-up, Kirsten Ball. First runner-up, Sasha McAdees Erasmus. And our winner can only get a trophy if she can tell us a bit about herself. Kiara van Eden. Come on.
Okay. So I play netball. I've been in 3 SA teams. I've been nominated or selected to play in the to trial for the under 21 SA team and the under 19 World Cup team, and I'm only 17 at this point. It's been a lot of hard work to get where I am now, but when you get to have all the awards, you know that hard work is hard work pays off. And I'm really thankful and honored to be here and to get this award. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my voice is hoarse. My voice is hoarse. I'm going to love and leave you, and I would like to know if there's anybody that would like to do anything with regards to sports, with regards to uplifting our community. Please, you've all got my number, you've all got my email addresses, because you have been receiving emails from our office. Please be in touch. Let us work together and build our community stronger. I'm handing over now to the West Rand Sports Confederation.
Thank you. I'm closing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing. Only one item, and then I call upon Mr. Peter, then we're done. That's a deal, Peter. Ne? All right, mine again is just to thank everyone. Vote of thanks. Thank you very much, honorable guests, families, fathers, mothers, coaches who are here, leadership who are here. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank our volunteers. We're going to start with our volunteers. The one that at least the one who started, doing. We took them from nowhere to somewhere. Now we say thank you very much, guys, for being part of us. Especially thanks again to our nominees for going so far. Hope the best, and then you guys, you saw that we need to work hard for next year, and then hopefully we're gonna grow bigger than this one next year. And then I'd like to thank again Mr. Herman Botha from P&A for giving us goodie packs. Thank you very much, sir. We have really appreciated it. It goes a long way. Thank you very much. And Mr. Rhino Krobler, I'm not sure if he's here. Thank you very much for your company as well, ERP Intech website. He did us a website. He did everything that has to do with technology. We thank you very much for all the electronic nominations, all the adjudication forms and everything. We thank you very much. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much, Mr. Rhino Krobler. Then we're going to move to thank you again, Mr. Hendrik Van Vuren from Electrical and Bright Spark. Thank you very much for making sure that we stay light, because we knew that we were going to have a load shedding, so we made a backup. Thank you very much for assisting us and then donating a few of the batteries. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Last but not least, thank you for leadership from Gauteng Sports Confederation to our local district as well. Thank you very much. I see municipalities are here, all of them are here. Thank you very much. MMCs, all protocol observed. Thank you very much. Western District, thank you very much. I see Mukhale is here. I see a lot of sporting codes are here, federations are here. Thank you very much. Thank you, colleagues. We hope next year we're going to have better than this, better of the Sports Confederation or awards that we're going to grow from here and then go bigger. let us go and then advertise this and then talk about this and then spread the gospel. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all, and I would like to call all the MMCs to collect a Parker pen from the PNA. All the Gauteng executive members, the same, and all the Western executive members who are here, the same. Please come and collect your Parker pen from PNA. Johannesburg as well. Joburg also. Joburg, please come also.
And then our winners, please come and collect P&A vouchers. We've got 250 Rand vouchers and 100 Rand vouchers. P&A always puts a lot of effort in uplifting our community. If P&A can get to a party where they can make a difference, they don't just colour your world off, they colour your world